So we're gonna, real quick, have a seat. Tell me about what you're building. What is it? What are you doing? And why?
Thank you, Jim. I think first of all, Teroka is a Indonesian startup that we help content creators to build their own brand. So we help them connect with manufacturers in Indonesia to help them leverage their audience and start their own local brand. So I think that's a simple way.
So just basically, I can leverage my audience and build things and sell it to them, right?
Sure.
So where are you in the stage of the company? Are you helping? Are you out there? Are you working with creators? Like, what's the general stage of the company?
So right now we have our MVP live. We're already working with 35 content creators now.
3,500 creators?
35.
35. 35 creators. Okay.
But some of them are mega creators with more than 1 million followers or audience. We work with multiple channels like Instagram, TikTok, I think Facebook also still some users in Indonesia. So we leverage any channel that possible.
So I'm a creator. I'm one of these 35 and I work with you.
Yeah.
What do you do for me?
Okay, so basically we help you to develop your brand. We help create your, I think, logo, your positioning, all your marketing stuff. And then we help you connect with our manufacturer. Let's say you want to build like a perfume, a cosmetic, or let's make it simple, you want to create a printed T-shirt, we can connect you with the suppliers. And then after that done, it's not done yet. So after that, we still help you build Tokopedia, Shopee, TikTok Shop, any channel you would like to use to sell to your audience. Basically, that's end-to-end process we manage for the content creators.
So it's very hands-on for creators. You really help them who may not even know how to get started, right?
Yep.
From the conceptualization phase to branding, to product, to getting it out there. Give me an example of one of the creators that you've worked with and what you've helped them with.
So right now we have one example. His name is Haryadi. He got like several, he's cartoonist basically. He got several intellectual property. One of the most famous one is called Custom Comic, with like 800,000 audience in Facebook and Instagram, building like, a cartoon that promote religious tolerance in Indonesia and talking much about politics. But basically he knows that his audience really like to buy merchandise. Previously, he cannot do it because he's just doing all thing alone. He doesn't have the capacity to connect with suppliers, connect to set up the Tokopedia and so on. And when he met us, one of the weirdest idea, he built a sarung. You know sarung? Sarung is like, it's like a, it's quite tough to deploy, but it's like a dress.
Okay, a sarong, yeah.
A sarong, yeah, sarong. So
yes, I do. I was thinking of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. So
You're good.
He's working a sarong with his intellectual property on it and selling it to the audience, and it's worked well. I think after that, his style, he's trying to build like more simple things like T-shirt and so on. And now he's live.
So why, I mean, you're focused pretty much 100% on Indonesia.
Yeah.
Huge country, huge audience, very, very big in social video and social, but why focus on Indonesia only, or is this just the beginning?
It is just the beginning. So I think we had like, 270 million people in Indonesia, 150 of it is an active consumers, and most of them, I think 90% of them using social media. So I think it's already a huge market. Like maybe it's like Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand combined. So I think it's already a huge market. And our content creators, like there is one of our content creators that we're planning to work with. She got like 55 million audience in Instagram. So could you imagine like, it's like maybe Singapore multiplied by 10 or multiplied by 10. So, that's huge our content creators is in Indonesia. And we try to leverage that first and bring all our lesson learned to Southeast Asia at least.
Yeah, and how do you think about Indonesia helping creators think about pulling all this together? What are the things that you bring to market that really are valuable for creators? I mean, and when you pitch a creator, what do you say?
So basically what we say is now, back then, I mean, most of content creators only can get brand deals, right? So brand offering them like affiliate, branding offering them to you, pay per post and so on. And now what I say is you can start a legacy. Most of these content creators knows there is a time for them to, to retire at a certain point, and they know because content creation is only main of income source, they will lose the income source, right? So when we come and say, hey, will be a legacy, you can still continue this business even though you're stopping as content creator, and that's pique their interest.
Yeah, that's great. So you give them a future after their creation days are over, or there's a life cycle of a creator, shorter or longer. Well, to talk about different platforms, you said Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and others. How does what you tell the creator to do change depending on the platform that they're big on?
So I think every creator have a main focus on their social media platform, right? And each social media platform have a quite different audience. So what we try to say to them is, you can leverage all of this content, social media channel, and put specialized product to each channel. So let's say TikTok, basically it's younger than Instagram, I think. 50% of it is quite young, and not that much older generation use TikTok in Indonesia, based on what we understand. So we always encourage this to create a much more, I think, cheaper and simplest product. But for Instagram, they can create we call it as an idealist idealist product that have a high expensive value, but meet the audience.
Do you help creators move into other platforms with the stuff that they build?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, let's say I build an ideal, product for Instagram. You're like, well, you're also getting big on TikTok. We can take that down to something smaller and sell it there, right?
Yep, sure. So it's really depend on the creator. So basically, we help the creators. We have a recommendation system, but basically, at the end, is everything depend on the creators.
Now, where do you source your products from?
So we source from local manufacturers in Indonesia. Most of it coming from Java right now. So I think there is a lot of local great manufacturer in Indonesia, and they are looking for projects that they can help. Especially these content creators is quite well known for this manufacturer. So sometimes they could like to give a special price and so on. So I think everything is best for the creators.
It's an amazing story for Indonesia. They love you there. It's like the government say, "This is great. We really want to support you." Or it's amazing. So talk about the company and where you are from a funding stage, raising. Are you raising? Are you fully funded? Like, what's your situation there?
So right now we just got our first fundraising fund from Antler, and then right now we're trying to fundraise. I think it's small numbers of fundraising right now, but yeah, I think our focus mainly on make all this through on the traction side.
So, how do creators work with you? What do they do? I mean, how would an Indonesian creator work with you? What do they find you on the internet and then say, "Can I work with you?" I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, I think most of our content creators join us basically because we send them an email. So me and my team, we collect like thousands of email from Instagram, TikTok, and so on, and then we send them a cold email and telling them, "Hey, I think you got a great audience numbers, and we see you can leverage the audience as a consumer. Why not join in Teroka?" And then some of them, they kick back to us and they say, "I'm interested, and why not with Tal?" And what the most interesting part is, it's the word of mouth. So I mean, content creator is in Indonesia. Creators are close loop. They know each other and they know one another. So words spreading so fast. So sometimes, hey, I got this email from Teroka. Maybe it's best for you, not for me. So we also get that kind of things.
Yeah, I'm struck by the fact that I don't know if Linktree, for example, is big in Indonesia, but those link in bio companies, they might be a great way as well. Are you working with them, or you think you're working with them to be able to plug in?
Yeah, so right now one of our plan is to connect with several, I think Linktree is one of the example. Also there's a local Desti app and so on. So one of our next phase is how we connect with this platform directly and help to, we can source them the product, and this channel help to sell it to the audience. I think that's the best way.
Yeah. Well, Linktree's in Melbourne, Australia, so go find them there.
Yeah.
What else should we know about what you're building?
So I think for now, our main focus is to help these content creators not only on doing these projects. We see that I think brand collaboration. I think previously brand collaboration is something interesting. In Indonesia, a lot of content creators doing these brand X creators already, and we see this also as an opportunity. Yep. Rather than working directly with the manufacturer, they can also work the existing brand. So I think those two, basically Teroka is a platform that help creators connect with not only manufacturers, but I think business as a whole, and connecting them to leverage the audience.
So in 10 years, 20 years, where are you going to be? What's the big goal?
So I think everybody hopes for an IPO, but I think
no, but as a company, forget the IPO stuff. What do you want to build as a company? What's your legacy? What are you going to build here?
So I think one thing that we believe is we want to be a one-stop platform for content creators. So anything for the content creators. So let's say brand deals, brand collaboration, affiliate, any building their own brands, anything that related to help them generate new revenue stream. As simple as, because Teroka means in Bahasa, opening up new land.
Opening up new land. I love that.
That is why we use the name Teroka, because we want to help them to opening up new revenue channel for them.
Opening up new revenue channels for creators. Teroka, thank you very much. A round of
Thank you so much,
applause